So, resilient spirit, how did you first become passionate about the idea of resilience?
Well, just before COVID, I was invited to be a part of a training that was offered by a friend of mine, and it covered the idea of resilience. And as a minister and as a spiritual director, I really enjoyed that it combined many different approaches, including spirituality, and it wove all these different kind of areas together into one. And I felt that it was really, really helpful to me at the time, and it really sort of the light sort of came on for me. And then just literally the next week, the world went into COVID and everybody shut down and the world fell apart, for a while. And the word resilience kept, popping up into my mind. I had just had that training and I thought the concept of resilience stayed with me, and I realized we're going to get through this. What are the ways that we can cope and manage the stress that we're feeling, the anxiety that we're feeling? And that concept just kept going on in my mind, and I connected it to other things I was working on with spirituality, such as the Psalms and my music project, and actually started a podcast to explore the connections between Psalms and resilience, or spirituality and resilience more generally. And then after COVID cleared and people began to be able to meet together again, then I started to lead retreats around the theme resilient spirit. And that, I guess, phrase or title came to me at some point during COVID. And I thought, that's really for me what it's about. It's our spirits are resilient, and how can we find ways to tap into that resilience in our daily lives. So, and then the final step I think was that I took the teacher training in this same, community resiliency model.
So, in the retreat at Othona, we're going to get something of those various strands, and it's not all something all about the head and ideas.
I will introduce quite a lot of it and I'll weave it into the retreat so that we get a chance to experience it, because it's one thing to talk about it, but it's another thing to actually try it out and experience it, and then continue to kind of revisit bits that we've learned and try them again, and then make connections. I think the opportunity for a retreat, and especially a slightly longer one, because I've done most of the retreats I've done with this have been over weekends, so this is just a little bit longer.
Mhm.
Um, I did a 5-day retreat on resilient spirit just
Well,
last month, and that was even better because people really got to get into it. But I think this 3 or so day amount of time is going to be really nice to hear the concepts, try them out, and then also I'm hoping to allow that space to reflect on how we can really integrate that into our lives and into our habits and practices, so that they're more easy to turn to.
great. And you're a fine musician. Are we going to be singing at all?
Well, only if you'll join me, Tony. I mean, I don't like to sing alone.
It won't be just me, I'm sure. Kiran, great. We look forward to seeing you very soon.
Look,
And
I look
every
forward to
blessing
seeing
on the
you.
rest of your work with resilience, especially at the Corrymeela Community.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.